Welcome to Toffee TV. This is your comments for the defeat to Norwich in the League Cup, of course, 2-0 on Tuesday night. Let's get straight into it. You left your comments on YouTube, and we're going to read them out because we're nice like that. Let's get into it. Minecraft Smoggy Vids Gamer says, not really bothered about the League Cup. The season is more important. I think he means the Premier League season. Declan Hambleton says, Koeman is not a manager that goes for the cup, surely focuses on the league. Look at his record with Southampton in competitions. They didn't do anything. Can see it in the first interview for me, didn't look that arsed. Massive difference from his league interviews. That's a good point. Connor Crossan says, it happens. It was a different team, lots of changes. Sadly, I think Barkley should get dropped. So much potential not being filled, and it's sad to see. Hopefully we will react well against Bournemouth. Yeah, fair enough. Andy says, Barkley needs to hit the ball first time. Definitely need a striker in January. Scary that the toothless second half against Borough spilled over into this game. Hope it gets well against Bournemouth. Tank C says, very poor by our standards of late. I think a few of our squad players are not up to it. Simple as. Very angry we are out of the cup. Should be a priority. The players that Koeman picked tonight should have been good enough to beat Norwich, but fair enough to them. Let's get back on track on Saturday. Fair enough. Mr. Ice Cold Andy 23 says, definitely need two strikers and a attacking midfielder in January to give Ross a kick up the arse. Cup progress is so inconsistent for us. Semi-final 1 year, third round next. And for the younger Blues, it was really demoralising as we haven't won a trophy for what feels like an eternity. Obviously doing well in the league at the moment, but there's no prize to show for that unless we win it. Wait goes on. Paul Fulwood says, Barkley needs to shoot more instead of messing about with it. Exactly right. Shambel Z says, should have won, but rather concentrate more on the league. Yeah, well, that's yeah, we're going to have to now, aren't we? Certainly for the next few months. Jem May says, totally agree. Not enough clinical play around the final third. I reckon Koeman went too overboard on the second teamers who were basically shite last night, as they're going to be waiting in the background for a call up if injuries don't go our way. Norwich were really good defending and deserved the win all day. Yes, Barry and Lukaku were badly missed, massive influences on the outcome of the games. I thought the three at the back and using the plays he did was an experiment last night, which gave him loads of proof for the future. I feel sorry for supporters who went for the game. Osgood9999 said, we seem to treat the match as more of a pre-season friendly. Managers seem more concerned about giving minutes to squad players rather than selecting a winning team. That may work against Yeovil, but we're asking for trouble against the top championship team. Frustrating. FBC Gaming Video says, one sort of positive we have proved we have no depth. If the second teamers came in and did a job, we would likely have not dipped too much into the transfer market. Now I expect at least 4 new signings in January. Get to work, Steve Walsh. There you go. I'm sure he's working. Rob Wheeler says, think it was just a blip for you guys. I don't know esports. I think you will finish in the top 6. Sure, you will bounce back against Bournemouth this Saturday. If not, worry then. All the best. Fair enough. Let's find some more. Jerry even should not be allowed on a football pitch for the first 55 minutes of a match. That's a good point by Paul Roberts there. Jay Kenyon says, personally, I think it's just one of those nights, one less competition to think about and focus on the league, up the Toffees. Well, Jay, I'd like to win a trophy sometime before I die, so it is one of those things, isn't it? Tim Lacey says, need to make the point that this was effectively Norwich City's second string side. Only one player who started against Everton was in the lineup that won at Forest at Saturday, making this a really good result for Norwich. Yeah, Tim, fair point, mate. We've made that point loads of times. Blue View Football Content and Reviews says, we had no leaders like Barry or Baines out there. I respect Nazy for showing respect. Their goal was out of this world. You can't let them stroll in and out the box like that. We now concentrate on the league. David Emilton says, tried walking it in first half. How many times we had a chance to shoot, but another pass. Worrying if Ron gets injured. Barkley frustrating, but great start to the season. Still happy overall with the start of the season. Roll on to Saturday and 3 points. Scouse is Blue says, dire performance as expected when the team was announced. Anyone who has watched us over the few years knows this was going to happen when you tried to change. I thought Coleman was alright and the rest had played with his intensity, then we would have been better. Some terrible displays by Jerry, Ross, Enne, Cleverly and Funsmori. He's never a fullback. Would rather have Valencia and Cleverly off for the first two subs. Shows there is no depth, and without Ron we are toothless. I heard Valencia is a dead ball specialist. Perhaps we have would have been best used to take one, as a lot were abysmal. The person objecting to Evertonians applauding opposition goals doesn't understand who we are and what we stand for. Well, I object to clapping opposition goals, so not asked. Rob Spear says, went the game tonight, and as bad as it was shocking to see how quickly the crowd gets on Barkley's back. The first pass he misplaced had groans all over the place. I'm not sure they were groans for his first, misplaced pass. Maybe more like his ninth. Because, yeah. Whoever clapped their goals needs a banning from our ground. That's from Callum FC. Slightly different there. Callum96 says it would have been nice to get a win in this competition, but this game has showed while our first team is outstanding, we lack any depth in the squad to be able to rotate properly for cup competitions. I mean, having players like Cleverly and Lennon to come in for players like Balassi and Barry, you really see the difference in the player quality, and I think that's something we need to improve on. Let's hopefully shift the deadwood and bring in players to add depth to our squad and make us even a better side than we know we already are. Onwards and upwards, come on you Blues. Yeah, really good point. Again, we've said it on the shows this week, the squad is worrying that it's that poor, but I suppose players will come in ones and twos rather than six. So David McMullen says, we brought it on ourselves with the changes, but I think you can see Koeman won't lose any sleep over the result. I think he will make his mind up over some of the squad players, and Barkley underperformed again. He won't tolerate it. Glad we are out. Ooh. Let's see what else we've got. I'm not blaming him, but Barker at the end of the day is not that good. Yes, he's capable of the fantastic, but so is McFadden. Pointless reshuffle of the back four, and you're bang on. Koeman should have changed it early in the second half. Hopefully he'll look at that and strengthen in the next window. That was from Stromboli. He also says Leicester were out of the cups early last season. Smiley, wink. Let's see, a couple more. James Dunlop says Valencia is shocking and Cleverly should never play in an Everton shirt again. Get rid of Cleverly, but there is no need to panic. Let's bounce back, and fair play to Norwich. They deserve the victory. Last couple now. 80s Lover 75 says, I don't think he was ever good enough for the first team football, but surely he would have been a good squad player for 4 games, just like last night. Agreed, though. Let's get behind the team for Saturday. I think he's talking about Nias. I know he's talking about Naismith. I missed his first message. His first one was, if Lukaku gets a medium to long-term injury, we are effed. Naismith was a better player on the pitch. Why the hell did we sell him? Yeah, there you go. Naismith probably would have been great. And I'll leave the last one to talk Norwich City, who said, we defended admirably and you were sloppy in front of goal. Guess we took our chances and you didn't. Good luck for the rest of the season, lads. Thanks, Jack, for that. Jack from Talk Norwich City talks a lot of sense as well. Jack, thanks for that. And thanks for everyone for all the comments on this week after our instant reaction videos. We do this every single week. We're hoping to expand it live when we've got a chance to do it live. Keep your comments coming. Thanks for watching Toffee TV, and we'll see you later.